Welcome to Choice Cuts, the series that's basically an excuse for me to ramble on about horror movies I like. Today we're talking about Terrifier. This movie was released in 2016, directed by Damien Leone, and starring Jenna Cannell, Catherine Corcoran, and David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown. So what are the highlights of this film? 1. The creepiest clown in horror movie history. This is due mainly to the performance of David Howard Thornton. Art never wastes emotion or facial expression and oozes creepiness. 2. The most gruesome dissection in horror history. This is a pretty notorious scene and one of the reasons it sticks in people's minds. It's been done before, but it's usually quick, often done with CGI, and this one is long, drawn out, detailed, and very hard to watch. 3. Great characters. There isn't a lot of character development here, but for what we see, Tara and Dawn are both instantly pretty hard not to like. They're just two girls on Halloween night trying to get some pizza and live their best life. Tara is our relatable anchor, and Dawn is just someone we all know. Aside from that, we get the most on-the-nose pizza shop owner ever.
I'll be right with you, buddy. You gotta see the shape of this fucking guy that just walked in.
And the janitor, who just seems like a pretty cool guy.
Rat free.
What if one crawls out of the toilet?
I'd make it quick if I were you.
The homeless lady is a little annoying, but they can't all be winners. This movie is pretty divisive. I don't think anybody ever watches this and just says that was alright. They either love it or hate it, and for me, it's definitely love. It doesn't have a lot of plot. It's not that kind of movie. It's just here to be gory, creepy, and fun. It has a quality to it that reminds me of a hidden gem you would have found in a video store when those were a thing. It fits right in with stuff like The Prowler and Intruder, as movies that will live forever just because of how ambitious and well executed the effects are. And I associate it a lot with Hatchet as being part of the newer movies that are keeping that tradition alive. One of the weirder things about it is the random final girl swap in the middle. It wasn't necessarily great, but it did drive home that this movie isn't about Tara or Victoria. It's all about Art and displaying how creepy and sadistic he is. It also gets us a scene where Art seemingly gets fed up with the cat and mouse and straight up pulls out a 9. Which always catches you off guard in your first watch. I've heard a lot of people hate this and think it breaks some rule, but I actually think it's one of the most important scenes in the movie. It shows that even though he's sadistic, at the end of the day, getting the kill is the most important thing, and you can see just how joyless the act is for him. His whole demeanor changes. He empties the clip like he's trying to get something out of it. It's almost like he's doing a job, and while he does try to have fun with it, he's got to get it done. I feel like it's a hint at who or what he is, but we really don't know because he's left so ambiguous. That might change with the new sequel coming, but for this installment, it works because at the end, when he blows his own brains out and then sits up in the morgue, you seriously want to know what this guy's deal is. Art the Clown made his first appearance in All Hallows Eve, an indie anthology that isn't great, but is worth checking out if you like Terrifier, especially around October. The actor portraying Art isn't as on point, but it does focus on him a lot, and it's just kind of an introduction to him with some memorable moments. In All Hallows Eve, it's hinted that he might be a demon, or maybe even just a Sam-like Halloween figure, but we never find out for sure. All we know is he seems to be on a mission and can't be killed. The effects in this movie are top tier, the standout obviously being the one I mentioned before, the dissection scene, but there are plenty more awesome kills and they're all pretty great. As far as I know, it was all done by Leone, who got a lot of his inspiration from Tom Savini, which of course he did, but it shows. The guy has a lot of talent. Between that, the higher production value, the sleeper performance by Cannell and Corcoran, and the absolutely perfect casting of Thornton, this movie is an instant classic in my opinion that should be watched by any diehard slasher fan. Watch it once a year, go back and catch All Hallows Eve, and get ready for the sequel. Maybe we'll find out more about exactly what makes Art tick. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Until next time.